Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more roster reviews, starting with Mushkela. They're in Jaja Wick, 8.4 million GP. So they started around 2015 and 2017. I'm not sure that's a long span. That's 3 years. Took a few years, 1 to 2 year long breaks, but started seriously in 2024. Said they were following the GoTanks account as early last year. That's because these requests are so old. And they were working on fleets, wanted some input on the next farm, but I think they finished all the ones that they were asking about. Starkiller, JKL, and a second GL. So they're in Erodium 3, which I guess isn't too bad for 8.4 million GP, but it looks like they are able to climb in fleet, although Executrix here, I don't know if either that's a fat finger or purposefully weakening for someone else that can't climb. But yeah, not gonna really do anything with Executor, and they do have it. Executrix, they do have Executor. I mean, to be fair, the first 6 letters are exactly the same, so I don't know, maybe it was an alphabetical mishap. But yeah, they're doing good there. They got their bounty hunters, and how are their bounty hunters? Yeah, Razor Crest, Energy Blood, Relic 5. They said they're a free player and didn't indicate whether they bought. They said 100% free to play. It kind of indicated they didn't buy Lightspeed bundles, but I'm not sure if they have or not. It's good that they have Xanadu Blood and Razor Crest in relics. Some people, once they get exec, they're not really focusing on making the whole fleet relic. We do have Marauder with a couple relics. I think this is just fine. This is perfect. You can get them all to relics, and that's even better. But they've worked on Marauder, so that is great. Very encouraging. Got Starfighter at relic 7. Plo Koon, kind of like my GoTanks account just at like year 11. But yeah, Galactic Republic fleet looks good. Empire, great. We got Scythe, TIE Interceptor, fantastic. Well, TIE Defender's a little weak. Sacrifice a few Chirotechs, get her to a respectable gear level, 11 or 12 or something. Make this fleet one to be reckoned with. Chimera also, well, I don't know. I mean, gear 12 is probably fine for a while. But we do have Inquisitors. Not much in the way of Datacrons, although great choice on the 2. You got Sidious and Grievous. Repost here if you can get it. Character-wise, they asked if they should work on their second GL back when they requested a review, but now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GLs. JML is Relic 9, but doesn't have ults. Maybe that's the practice some people have of just using his alt mats for someone else that they can use it right away and not caring about his. I don't know. But the selection of GLs is pretty decent. Rain, Spooner, Kylo, JMK, and Java are all top like 6. I'd like to see Leia in there, although she's not unlocking any particularly new or compelling new resources. She does have her little Endor moon challenge tier 3 or tier 3, whatever it is. I forget. Endor escalation. Yeah, that's it. But she's just great. Ahsoka's great, but really hard to get. Lord Vader takes a long time too, and Sith Eternal's kind of like mess. So I mean, this account's looking great. Padawan Obi-Wan Relic 9, very nice. Bane, Queen Amidala, Reva, Ray Dark Side Vision. It's looking really good. So anything remotely recent, or relatively recent, rather, we do have for conquest units. I'm not seeing Ezra, although maybe he's unlocked and not really developed. Who knows? R9 Cup. So I think that's the most compelling indicator that they have spent on some Lightspeed bundles because they got the meme one. Otherwise, I don't know who's really going for that. Jenner Brevin at gear 12, so that's a little bit of a surprise. And especially with JML, because he's a great add-on to the JML team, even if you're not running his own team. Which, with this roster, you probably could. You could do Yoda in there. I don't know, Old Ben. Yeah, I don't know. So if you're not going with Jedi Revan, you'd run with Luke, Cal, Luke's JKL, Hermit Yoda. Yes, maybe you can go with that. They have Keller and Beck, so they run that in TW for sure. I don't know if you need to run that in GAC. Okay, yeah, there is Ezra. He's just not developed at all. I think that's probably a mistake. You have Rey, so even though you don't have Ahsoka, really should work on Ezra. Um, Definitely. So it's like an easy call. I guess I don't have Starkiller. Starkiller, his value is mainly either countering Rey if you're able to, which I don't really think 3 probably can, still reliably. And also combining with Malicos is a compelling thing. So let's see how the Ufus are. Cal Gear 12, Maul's Gear 9. We do have Seer. I guess Seer Relic 7 to go with Jedi Cal for that special mission. But not really any fully developed Seer team. If you're coming up on Malicos and Proving Grounds, he's a good candidate to be like an early focus. You do have Cat, and yeah, I mean Maul for this roster, not super compelling, so that's fine. It's not like Ezra where I say like that's a mistake. You should have Ezra built up. It's fine to kind of leave Maul there for now. Doesn't really have a home. Unless you slap him with the Seer team, but you need some more work on there too, like Fulcrum, and then Malicos is obviously the crown jewel of the team. Sith, Bane's great, as we said. Sith Eternal in the works because we have Sidious 07. I don't know. Trey team a little bit weak at this point. I think Savage is pretty compelling for relics, and then also Treya. It's a good argument to get her for relics too, just for the survivability. No Darth Revan. I love Darth Revan. I mean, he's a strong team. He does get out without like Malik and Malgus. He does get outclassed quite a lot by modern teams. So as long as you're working on those more modern teams, it's not like a huge oversight. But you should probably work on him. He's a great tool to have. Work on Malgus for unlocking Improving Grounds, and then have them ready for Fury eventually. So yeah, Leia I think would be a huge add to the account, although that is GL. You need to decide whether you want to commit to that farm or not. Inquisitors being done is huge as far as like assault battle value goes. Night Sisters, this is probably close to capable to challenge tier 3. And I mean, I guess probably most of the other assault battles, like the generic assault battles, are done. Let me just check Imperial Remnant, and then I'll look at some mods. Okay, so Imperial Remnant is worth keeping an eye on. I mean, just Enoch, Night Trooper, and Pretty. At this point, probably justify just waiting until they're accelerated. It's not a huge difference. So yeah, great on resources. So like the Foundation fleets, it's all bad. It's all done. So it's just getting good GAC teams. A lot of these legends are missing their Zetas, but that looks to be the correct Zetas missing. I don't know. I think, I mean, you want all the Zetas eventually on Jabba. I understand not doing this one because he's not really getting hit that much, especially on offense. And if he is getting hit, then you're probably toast anyway. So I understand the logic, but yeah. And I don't know. I mean, you should probably give them their Zetas eventually. I understand skimping on them, but you should. And you should still try to get Luke his ultimate. Just does make him better. But let's check the mods. It's pretty good speed. You know, focus on health, crit damage. I like it. No. 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 Terrible. So you need lots of health. I mean, speed. Probably go for closer to 550, even with the offense or just health sets. Get a little bit of offense there, but that's terrible. I don't get it. Job, at least not that important mod-wise. Yeah, some speed. Do I have a lot of protection at least? Yeah, some. I mean, if any primaries are not protection, that can be on this bottom 3. There's a problem. I mean, yeah, a lot of protection. It's kind of slow. Yeah, he's super slow. That's not good. You still need speed on him. Reva. Not super fast, but, you know, poured into health. I like crit damage on her, too. Crit damage triangle. Padme is decently fast. Cat. Decently fast as well. With some health focus and crit damage triangle. So I do like that. It's not bad. Bane, this is an important one. For all health sets, that's a little bit low. I know he's just relic 7, but that is a little low. Speed's a little low. Offense is pretty dang bad. Yeah. I mean, that mod just failed pretty early. This is pretty good stats. Keep rolling it, get that final roll. Well, oh man, that's rough. So 5 rolls and only 18 speed. That's actually impressively low for 5 rolls, because that means it was like 4 3s and a 4 or something. Yeah, or maybe 3 3s, 2 4s, and then the 1 from getting sliced up. That's pretty sad that you got all 5 rolls and it's only 18. You can get 18 with 3 rolls, so that's pretty rough. That one's pretty good. Yeah, just more health, squeeze more offense on it where you can. What else is particularly important? Not as important, but I just want to see air modding him. Yep, good. So extra protection. I think you want more speed on him too, if he's playing second fiddle and not the lead, which is, you know, most cases what's viable. So the ones that are crucial on mods is less clear. It's just like the best characters. I mean, this is kind of an interesting order of things. I think a lot of health on him and some speed helps get through that challenge. I think it's kind of similar to how I'm on him, so I think that's not too bad. Finn, if he's on a Zori team, you do need him a lot faster if you have Zori. Do you have Zori? And Zori is still valuable in a road. So, oh, yeah, Zori probably something to work on because you have the whole rest of the team pretty much done. Yeah, and since you're using the Sidious Cron, it's worth giving him a little bit of a boost. Just some survivability, maybe a little bit of speed, help him go through. But anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for letting me take a look. I appreciate the kind words in your request. They said, love your content, man, never stop. So I really appreciate that. All right, next one. Next up, we got Connor. Just simply Connor. They're an Awakened Inner Galaxy. 11.28 million GP. So they started in August 2022. So that's not a long time to be getting all the way up to 11 million. So they bought some Lightspeed bundles, Conquest Pass, occasional minor spending besides that. So a little bit of spending to help. And yeah, that's pretty respectable size for 3 years. We have Leviathan 4 stars, Profundity 4 stars, and Executor at 6. So we got someone that is very good at getting the capital ship and then is a little bit frugal, a little cheap on getting the final stars. And I understand, I was like that for the longest time. I find it took me a long time to just accept I need to spend thousands and thousands of crystals to compete. I'd probably wait for Profundity. Like, I think it's probably gonna do some good stuff for you, like at the lower stars, but like Leviathan is a priority, and Leviathan is among these big capital ships the most gated behind 7 stars. Like, the best parts of the kit are at 7 stars, so definitely don't hold off, don't delay. Probably worth sinking your crystals into for a while. So unfortunately, bounty arrows, yep, we got them all ready to go. Galactic Republic, nice. Might be just a bundle, might not. Let's see if the abilities are up. So we got the Omegas at least. Only 1 Zeta, but that's fine. 6-dot mods on all of them is worth doing. We got some here and there, but yeah, as good as you can get it. What's this? Mine's 173 on the Gotek scale, so 172, pretty close to where I'm at with that account. Empire did see TIE Defender is in relics. It's good. It's a pretty decked out Empire fleet. Shuttle, you know, it's not absolutely vital in any fleet, but just kind of a nice switch hitter between Leviathan and Empire fleets. But looking good. Ships, yeah, you're pretty much all there. Just gotta wait a little bit on the finishing touches. Decent Datacron inventory for a Kyber 2 player. Exact same 2 that I have. They bought all of these, so maybe they're buying the episode pass and they got plenty of episode currency to use. I'm a little bit more cheap on it. What do we got on land? We got 4 GLs only. Nice. So up there pretty high with only 4 GLs. Rey, Luke, Jabba, and Supreme Leader Kylo. This next one I'd recommend when you do decide to go for GL is, of course, Leia. She's awesome. JMK probably. I'd guess there's Cat. Yeah, so JMK definitely should be added at some point. Ezra hanging out with Rey, I'm sure. 5v5, you know, I'd love to see Ahsoka there, but maybe Padme. I don't know how you're using it. Yeah, Ahsoka under Padme is pretty solid, so that is definitely something to consider. But I've got a pretty good Galactic Republic yet. Queen Amidala. All the Omicrons on Jocasta. That's bold. I haven't put any on yet because I'm just waiting to see what Mace is like and if we need GAC Omicrons for him or not, and if they're better, and you know, lots of considerations. But yeah, it hurts me a little bit to see Yoda at low relics, but I guess you'll get him there when you work on JMK, and I do recommend JMK after Leia as a GL. Rest of the Jedi. Okay, I mean, yeah, looking good. Sith. Oh, we do have Lord Vader. Wait. Okay, yeah, I missed him. This is why I need to do this more. Oh, Sith Eternal Emperor 2. Okay, so 6 GLs. I thought it was 4, but it's 6. Lord Vader, I'm guessing he is a recent acquisition because he's only Relic 6 and he's still missing 2 Zetas, and he doesn't really have any skippable Zetas. You definitely need all those. The Sith Eternal Emperor at just Gear 8 is kind of funny. I mean, let me know. Did you just unlock him, or are you just scoring him for the longest time? Did both of these get unlocked around the same time? That's kind of crazy. Sith Eternal is so easy to get, though, that like eventually on a roster you might just have enough to get him, and you weren't even trying. So I can understand that. But yeah, those are, you got a lot of high priorities here that I don't normally see. Lord Vader, yeah, he got edged out by Malak and Revan for supremacy in the Sith faction. Sith faction. But this is a great Sith faction. Only Sith Eternal Emperor, not in Relics. Poor Sith Eternal Emperor. So I like to see that. Too often I get to see like just tons of Gear 12 trade teams. We got Balin, very nice. Malicos, third sister. Yeah, Sarkella. So you're pretty stacked. Padawan Sabine. Yeah, I don't know if you need to like chase Ahsoka really. It's maybe you are though. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend Ahsoka before Leia or JMK or relicking up, you know, Sith Eternal. But yeah, just this one's tough because there's a lot of things pulling in each direction. Yeah, pretty nice resistance. Rebels. I mean, maybe you were working on Leia already. Rex needs some more relics. Drogon's already there. Let's see. Ewoks, I feel like, are a telltale sign. Needs a relic. I mean, yeah, he might be already going for it. It's just a like very congested path for all these different GLs. Okay, CX2 and Apo. They're great in 3v3, so yeah, this one, I mean, I don't want to be critical. They're working on all this stuff. They got all this stuff ripe to develop, but I guess they have so many different priorities. It's just funny to see Sith Eternal Gear 8. Yeah. I had to take a pause there to get a screenshot at Sith Eternal. Probably gonna use that in the thumbnail. Night Sister's great. Probably Imperial Remnants already done. Yep. Yeah, Relic 7. I mean, I don't think they need much direction. It's just like an interesting account to look at for sure. Yeah, like I I'm not critical of this account. Like I think they know what they need to do and they're going there. Biggest omissions I'm seeing so far are Gungans, of course. I think they do have Africa because they got the Africron. But... All right, yeah, she's there. So yeah, no, it's a good account. Let's check some key modding. Let's bring them their Kylo 189. Good. Well, the health is a little low. Yeah, but I mean, it's in the offense. Yeah, that one needs to be health. You really want to squeeze as much health, even in the secondaries, as much as you can. This is much better than the last account. Good offense. For Relic 8, just over 10,000, it's not super high. That's like kind of a good benchmark if it's Relic 7, but Relic 8 probably have room for improvement there. It's pretty good speed for her, and I like to see over 200k health. JML is only Relic 8. Protection is speed is he's just kind of like Darth Revan, not a super high priority on mods, or just not super deep mod pool. This is really good. I like crit damage over protection on the triangle. Balin, pretty tough, yep. Good protection, speed. Love it. Riva, yeah, offense health, I think is the way to go. You get some bulkiness on the health. Some good speed, some crit damage, some offense. It's great. Don't really worry too much about the speed, but he does have some good speed. Good protection, all that, so it's good stuff. Ezra, how fast is he? Missing one Omicron. You see, I would put the third Omicron on Ezra before I put any on Jocasta new. But I mean, look, if you have done something great with Jocasta, just make a little video and share it so I can see, because she doesn't really have her team yet. The top of this roster, though, okay, that's way too slow. You need a speed mob. I explained in a previous roster review why you don't really want him so slow, even though Seer benefits the team when they are slow to that first turn. Because after that, you don't get any benefit from being slow. So you want him kind of like 270, 280 at least, so that like the other team's fast characters are going before you, but you're not like languishing the whole battle. Cat. Yeah, it's all right. Speed, crit damage, health is a little low, but you don't have JMK, so I don't know. I mean, she's on Rey. I guess most defense might even be better just because she's using Rey's boosted protection. Bo-Katan. I think that's all right. Like, that's not bad modding. What are you putting to Jocasta? Because you have protection, good speed. This is definitely like a bunch of solid speed ratings. Lots of health. Like, I don't know if they have anyone super blazing fast, but they're pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, this is a really strong roster, especially for 3 years. And yeah, I don't think you need me chirping you on, oh, you should do this, you should do that. I think you know, and you just got too much on your plate. But anyway, thanks for letting me take a look. Great job. Okay, final account for this video, and I'm actually excited to look at this one because this one is like almost exactly the same age as my GoTanks account. Started in January 2024, same as my GoTanks account. So at the most, it's like 3-4 weeks older. 3.158, and they said they were following my guide, following GoTanks. So I see a lot of similarities already with just Negotiator. Carbonite 3, though, tough luck there. I mean, I still encourage playing through your GACs, even if it seems hopeless. Do your best. Like, you'd probably be in bronzing by now, just from some lucky rolls and stuff. Doesn't seem like they have a GL yet. I would guess they're still playing because they're in a guild. 3.1 million. We got Negotiator, and you know they could have just not had as much luck with guilds early. So Negotiator, Relic 7. I would say Endurance is actually a higher priority than I had initially thought in 2024. So if you've been following along, go take a account recently, I heavily rely on my Endurance, on my Maces and Relics. So this guy decided to go for Malevolence 2, which I chose not to, because I don't think it's that key for my crystal income. I mean, it is good value. It is something I probably should work on at some point, but I don't want to work on Grievous in Separatists yet. And I wanted all to get 2 for Jedi Luke farms and stuff, and for Kyrotech. So yeah, and I think that kind of bears out maybe in the account. Like I had extra development on the characters and stuff, but he does have the extra capital ship. It's just, it sucks to unlock malevolence. You put all that time in, you get 5 stars, and then your Grievous is still sitting at gear 1. It's like there's just too many things pulling you in different directions. So maybe that's biting off more than he could chew. Great start on Marauder. You know, just keep in mind, consider when you need to move them into relics. So, okay, yeah, that's a good starting lineup. And Empire. I mean, yeah, pretty similar to where I had it. I would get some development into Iden. You don't even necessarily have to give any Kyrotech. I just gave 1 Kyrotech to her, and she's gear 10, and she actually still kicks butt. So it's worth considering. TIE Fighter, that's where I had him for a while after developing. Phoenix. Oh no, I don't know. My brain switched to land mode, but yeah, we're looking all right. Yeah, got the Geos. Do you have like Hyena Bomber or anything? Yeah, like you need Hyena Bomber too if you're gonna do Malevolence for sure. No Datacrons at all, which is fine. Okay, yeah, so this is actually a pretty stark contrast to my account, because at this point my account has like a full screen of relics. And I do think they're working on GL Leia, which is great. They got Commander Luke, they got 3PO Chewie, they got Rex at Relic 7, Drogon is getting up there, Relic 1. Yes, Storage Scout Trooper. So they're working on Leia, so they have the right priorities. And it does remind me of my account, like maybe like October or November of last year. Just kind of like a few months behind overall. And I mean, I hope you're in a good guild at this point. Like, if you haven't moved up to a guild that's at least doing the newest raid, and is active. So the biggest thing is being active, getting tickets, which is not that hard now, by the way, and getting at least like the 3rd box in the new raid. Like, TB is nice, but it doesn't have to be a huge focus, because you have to be more big, like a larger account to get into a TB focus guild. And then TW is just kind of hit or miss. So I think you just need to, like, bare minimum get into a guild that's fairly active and does that raid. You know, yeah, I think I'm fine with like Yoda not being relicked yet, or like Revan not being relicked yet. Those were kind of like sojourns for me. Once you get Leia, I do think you need to go hard on the assault battles, finishing those up. For Jedi Luke really opens the door to everything. This, I don't know. It might be fine for Challenge Tier 2. I mean, let me know if you've gotten Challenge Tier 2 done. It's good. You have Hermit Yoda at 7 stars. And I think I remember seeing, yeah, Wampa. So, and Rolo. So, Jedi Luke shouldn't be too hard to get. So, Jedi Luke would be great. Sith. So, what are we doing for the Sith assault battle? This is definitely capable of Challenge Tier 2. If you haven't already, I have the video on it. I'm sure you've probably seen it. We just searched my Challenge Tier 2 video with the GoTanks account. I had close to this same, like, development. Like, Vader was in Relics. It was, like, Palp, Vader, Bastila, Nihilus, and I think Savage just because he was in Relics. So, Gear 8 Darth Revan. I'd love to see him get up to 11 or 12. He can really do some good damage on his own, even though you don't have, like, a full team. Yeah, Gear 11 HK. Yeah, those 3 are fine. Like, Bastila, HK, and Darth Revan, they're going to be doing some good stuff. Empire, let's see. I mean, the Palp Invader. Yeah, you'd probably do Challenge Tier 2 on Force Moon with that. I mean, potentially Challenge Tier 3. I mean, someone recently... yeah, I mean, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't done it myself, so maybe you're ahead on me with me on that. But you got a better Dark Trooper than me, better Jet Reveres than me, better Piet that I've had for a while on Range Trooper. And then you don't have to have a 5th Imperial Trooper, I guess, if you just put someone else in there, like Vader or something. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you've done Challenge Tier 3 Force Moon. I think it's possible. You just kind of gotta wait a long time, bash your head against the wall, and take forever. Someone commented that they did, and they have a similar roster to me or account, so I don't know if it's this guy or not. Like someone had done it, so I think it's possible. As long as you work harder at it. So Phoenix is good for Challenge Tier 1 on Secret Shadows, and that's all right there. Probably able to do Challenge Tier 3 with this already. For Military Might. Yeah. And Imperial Troopers are going to be good for Challenge Tier 3. Or maybe they were talking about Rebel Roundup with Imperial Troopers. I don't know if you can do Forest Moon with those troopers. Yeah, I think maybe I got that switched up, but... yeah, not much for Bounty Hunters, but Imperial Troopers... Oh no, they do have... I was just kind of blind. They have 5 Imperial Troopers. I don't know why I was excluding Scout. I was just blinded by the gold rings. But I mean, this is really good. I think this is a great account base, and it's like not too much straying for the fundamentals. It is close to where I had my account just like a few months back. And yeah, I'd say keep going forward. You could probably just follow the same path that I was working on. Yeah, Leia into Jedi Luke, and then go from Jabba, and maybe work on some more self battles. Definitely work on these two and have them done and relicked before your 4 million, and then give Padawan Obi-Wan his Omicron, the Obi-Cron, and that's gonna transform Hard Mode Conquest. You can just lean on POW for like almost the whole thing. It's just night and day. It's so good. And then like CLS and Leia, because right now with this roster, if I had to go in, take control of your account, and play Hard Conquest, it would be hard. It would be pretty difficult to get very far. But once you get Leia and get that Padawan Obi-Cron and like Jedi Luke, you'll be golden. Let's just look at some mods. I'll sort by speed, but I'll just maybe hop around a little bit. So Scout Trooper's the fastest with 83, so not a fast roster at all. 86, 258, not really getting it done. Yeah, definitely need to sink some more time and attention into the mods. Keep farming the speed mods. I mean, this is terrible. I mean, Anakin crit damage is great for him. He doesn't absolutely need tons of speed. R2 don't really care about until you get Leia's mods. Don't really matter that much. There's a slow boss. He does have more protection, which is good, but just overall is like a slow account. So it really needs extra focus on those mods. Like really slow. Yeah. Darth Vader. Yeah, I mean, the mod set structure is pretty much right. Yep, all 6 dots good. Like the choices of which sets to use and which primaries are good, they're just so slow. Okay, yep, all 6 dot. Very slow. Health. He's one where it's not that bad if he's slow. Sometimes that works. But CLS, oh no. 23. Yeah, you got a lot to work on there. But yeah, I mean, you got the right idea for the roster. I think that'll be it for this one. And thank you so much for letting me take a look. Don't be too discouraged if I'm critical. I'm just trying to give pointers and give an honest review of it. But you're heading in the right direction. I'm sure you do great. All right, thanks so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.